forget to subscribe. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to revamp and touch up your old sewing. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a denim brush and we're going to simply detangle all of the hair, all of your hair. Now once your hair is nice and detangled, no tangles in it, you're going to simply go through all of your tracks to figure out if you have any loose spots. So as you can see right here, I have a couple of loose spots at the very beginning or the very edge of my sew-in. So I'm going to take a rubber band or a hair scrunch and we're just going to put this away just to keep it out of the way. So once you're done doing that and separating, to make it easier for you by doing this in sections, you're going to find those tiny pieces that's kind of loose and you're going to simply take them and you're going to get a needle and thread. So I'm going to grab it here. So we have a needle and thread and we're going to simply sew this down. Now if you have to add a braid to sew this or as an anchor to sew it back down, you can. But I have a braid that's right here that I can sew this down to, as you guys can see right there. So I'll get a little bit closer for you. I'm going to simply sew those edges down, those end pieces of the track. You're going to simply do this throughout your entire head. You're going to find any pieces that are loose and you're just going to tack them back down to your braid. Now I'm basically going through like all of my tracks at the end first because I feel once I do that I don't accidentally push up the tracks. So I do suggest you doing the edges first before you go throughout your entire head, like in the back. This way, if you have to pull anything downwards, it'll be a lot less flat. It won't be as bulky if you have to push it upwards. So now that I'm closer to one of the spots where I have a leave out, because I do have a vixen sew-in and I am wearing this to the side, I'm going to kind of slightly pull up the track and I'm going to try to get that track sewn down to some of the hair that is kind of a space between the track and my leave out, as you can see. So this is a little bit of a space, so I'm pulling it upwards. If this doesn't work for you, if the hair is way too low, like it grew out way too much, you could add a braid in this area, like a very tiny braid. You can take the track and pull it up towards the braid and sew it down to the braid. I hope that made sense. If it didn't, please give this video a thumbs up and I'll be sure to get a video out explaining how to close the gap from your sew-in and your leave out. But this was pretty good for me, so this is how I did it. So now I'm detangling this side just to make sure I don't have any other loose tracks, just to make sure that I sewn that down nice and flat and just making sure it's good to go on this particular side. But we're going to do exactly what I did to this side to the other side and to the top part of where our leave out and our tracks meet. And you can add a braid here too if you need to sew that down as well. But it's all, based off of what you feel you have to do. So now I'm going to stop talking so much and I'm just going to let you guys watch. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. But if you want to see me do this, you can. If not, then just kind of skip forward because I will show me straightening and just kind of revamping the weave itself. So you can skip forward to that if you want. So now that I'm done touching up all of my tracks, finding every piece of track that is loose, I'm going to separate my hair into sections. I'm only going to do 3 sections because I want this to be a very fluffy look. I want it to be straightened, but I want it to look very natural. I do not want this to be a sleek, bone straight look. So first I'm going to put a little bit of heat protectant, I was about to say heat control, heat protectant throughout all of the hair, especially on my hair. And then we're going to simply run the flat irons through it. And I'm just going to do it one time because, like I said, I do want this to be kind of fluffy. So now I'm taking a very small piece and I'm just going to take my brush and brush throughout the hair so that it is detangled, and I'm going to take my flat iron and just run it through one time. Now, if you don't like how it looks when it's fluffy, my suggestion is to take your flat iron and put it against the hair. You're simply going to take your flat irons and track it with the brush. You see how silky that turned out? That's if you want a very silky finish to your hair. So I'm simply just going to go throughout the hair and just straighten it everywhere. I'm not going to really talk much through this part. You can't see how I'm doing this, but when I finish this part, I will show you how I do my leave out and the top of my hair. So if you want to skip through, you can. If not, you can go ahead and keep watching. Oh, I do like to separate the pieces that I've done. So I finished this, as you can see, totally different from the side until I actually straighten it. But that just helps me to see where I already ran through the comb with it. I mean, not the comb, the flat iron. Look at that, amazing, nice and straight how I like it, still a little fluffy. So now that we're finished with these two sides, we're going to work our way to the top. Okay, so I do have a slight side bang over here on this side, so I'm going to take the flat irons and do a slight curve just to kind of give it some body and some type of layering look to it. So we're just going to do this throughout this whole side of my bang. So now that I'm done straightening all of the hair, the sew-in, we're just going to lightly run our fingers through just to kind of play with it to get it where we want it. And then we're going to do our leave out. Oh wait, I forgot. I did need to trim this a little bit, so I just simply took each side. I split my hair into two sections, and I just trimmed off any pieces that were stray or, loose. So I did that just to make it look more neat. I did not want to cut this hair too much, so I did only do a little bit of trimming. But you can cut your hair however you want. Like, you can cut it straight across if you want. You can cut it, if you want a V-cut, you can shape it however you like. So now I'm simply going to just do my edges, and you can, watch as I do this. But I do have a video, a more detailed video on how I do my edges, and I will leave that in the little area right here. So make sure you click that if you want to watch it. I will have also one showing you guys how I do my baby hairs. But in this particular part, I'm just going to go ahead and just have you watch and see how I do it. Inside of this container, I have some Eco Styler gel mixed with some argan oil edge control. I like to mix them because the gel is a little too hard, the argan oil is a little too soft, so it's perfect like this for me. And I only like to put this directly on my baby hairs. I really don't like to put it on my hair because it kind of, you know, makes my hair kind of weighed down and flaky. So I just find those little baby hair pieces and use that to keep it nice and in place all day long. So now that I'm done doing that, I'm going to simply take a scarf and I'm going to lay my hair down with this just to keep it in place and to have it, you know, kind of form into the way I like it. So once that get done setting, I let that sit for about 10 minutes. We're going to take our scarf off. I'm so thirsty. I had to get a drink of water. But we're just going to fluff it out and just kind of play with your hair to get it to the area that you want it. But this is how I do, or how I touch up my sew-ins. I hope this is helpful to you guys. Please don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And please don't forget to share. Right now I'm just simply going through my hair just to see. And like I said, play with it to get it how I like it. And it's very easy, very simple. If you have any questions, write it below. And yeah, thanks for all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Welcome to the, still haven't thought of a name yet. I will think of one soon, but love you guys. Bye.